Pooja, the first question to you is that what did the GEBS as an organization accept from the law? Okay, what did you all roll out? How did your organization accept it? Okay, and what did the employees read about it?
We had a sexual harassment policy, but we needed to redefine it, get to the granular details of the policy, uh, list out a lot of details in terms of what is acceptable, what is not acceptable, whom do you approach to go if there is a case like that, how do you handle the entire case. All those granular details is what we got defined in our policy. So
Right.
earlier the policy was just there as a policy on paper, but sexual harassment is a policy which, if you don't implement, is a waste complete. It would just stay on the paper otherwise.
Yeah.
So we could get into details of actually implementing the policy. We defined it to that extent.
Thank you, Pooja, for that one. A very important aspect that she highlighted is it was in papers and we got it to live, right? So with that, I move on to Usha to understand from her that from Emphasis perspective, what did employees see? That what is in it for me? Why should I accept a policy just like that because a corporate has got it into, or the Emphasis has rolled out a policy? What and how did you all make it reach the last level of organization of the employees?
In Emphasis, even before the law came into effect last year, we had a very strong prevention of sexual harassment policy. It's been in practice for the last 6+ years now, and right from the beginning, we followed the guidelines provided by Supreme Court as a result of the Visakha case. The Supreme Court had then said that every organization must have a prevention of sexual harassment committee, an office that is dealing with this, and a committee comprising of the chairperson, a woman chairperson who is not part of the organization. So we implemented this right at the beginning, so we didn't wait to do it any differently. So it's been very strongly followed for last 6 years. What changed as a result of last year's law is we had to implement this in different locations by bringing in internal complaints committee members in each of those locations, which was an additional task that we had to undertake. But the core committee continues to be there since last 6 years. Now, to your question on how did employees receive this and why do they want to accept this? One of the key things that we say during fact finding, during any of our awareness session is Emphasis is committed to making the workplace a safe workplace. The very fact that we say it's a safe workplace, that you come into this workplace and go out of this workplace feeling safe, and that you have a right to raise your voice against anybody who is trying to harass you. It does not matter whether it's a manager, whether it's a peer, whether it's a leader, however senior the person is in the organization, it does not matter. You can raise a complaint and it will be addressed, and every case has been closed with the complainant. So the employees have seen that, because obviously people do talk to each other when something good happens, and over the last 6 years we've been able to create the feeling of Emphasis is a safe workplace. I can come here and if anything happens to me, there is an office that will take care of me.